NK Telco Sports welcomes you to our coverage of high school basketball, where the Parkway Panthers will take on the Russia Raiders. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, Superior Aluminum, and NK Telco. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me tonight, Brandon Coverman. Got a very interesting non-league matchup here tonight between the Parkway Panthers of the Midwest Athletic Conference and the Russia Raiders, of course, of the Shelby County Athletic League. Parkway comes in 10-3 overall, 3-2 in league play. And the Panthers are a pretty solid basketball team.
You take a look, Paige Williamson leads this team 14.8 points a game, 38% shooting from beyond the arc. One of the candidates for MAC Player of the Year under coach her dad, Dan Williamson. This is a 10-3 team. They're tied for the top of the MAC standings right now, really in that royal rumble of teams that are trying to claim that top spot. They won the MAC title last year, and they've won 4 in a row, and they're on a really hot streak playing the Raiders here today.
What are there, 6 teams tied for the top spot?
I think there's like 6 within a game, yeah.
That's mass chaos.
To put it lightly.
Yeah, the Russia Raiders, on the other hand, they stand 7-8 and 6-3 in league play. And a win over Houston. They're just trying to build some momentum. They had a good effort back on Monday, January 15th against Liberty Benton. So looking for the Raiders to start to put some things together as well.
They're really starting to put a lot of those pieces together. They defeated Houston by 33 on Saturday, a team that they only beat by 9 their first time around. Gave a very good battle to a state-ranked Liberty Benton team. Only lost by 4 to them. They had that upset win against Jackson nearly 2 weeks ago. So you're seeing Coach Michael Bayshore's team. It's a youthful team with Ronnie Pulling there in the middle, but it's a very youthful team that is gaining experience and trying to fight around that 500 mark. They're off from Shelby County League play this week, but 2 big MAC tests that starts here tonight with Parkway and then Versailles on Saturday. So Russia really going to be tested this week, Dave.
Parkway and Russia about to do battle, and we're just moments away from the introduction of the players. And before that, of course, our national anthem. Parkway and Russia ready to do battle as they prepare for battle here. The Parkway Panthers, you take a look at some of their team stats. They average 42.6 points per game on the season. Good offensive team, and as you mentioned, Brandon, Paige Williamson, 5'7" senior, comes into tonight's game averaging 14.8 points. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem on NK Telco Sports.
The Hometown Opportunity Platform is exceptional.
It is focused, laser focused on the careers in our 4-county region.
100% of the time we go to Hometown Opportunity. We've had great success from a handful of applications when we need them, as well as a recent one where we had 67 applicants.
Honestly, it's a competitive advantage.
The hometown experience has been everything I could have dreamed of and more.
And we're just moments away from the introduction of the starting lineups for the 2 teams tonight. And, boy, you know, when you look at the Parkway Panthers, they do have some definite pedigree of basketball players. Megan Hughes, of course, whose father is the head coach for the boys team. She's a prominent freshman player on this team, 8.3 points per game. As they introduce the starters for the Panthers, number 5, Brittany Bruns, number 14, Audrey Nichols, number 22, Adria Miller, number 31, Paige Williams, and number 32, Megan Hughes. So it's Bruns, Nichols, Miller, Williamson, and Hughes for the Parkway Panthers.
Raiders guards' ability to get in the paint. I want to move the ball around on offense and continue to include more players in their offense, not make it necessarily all about Williamson, but get the other players involved as well, even though they're going to run Williamson off a lot of ball screens. Varsity, they want to continue to limit turnovers. They're seeing less and less pressure throughout the year. They want to be able to contest shots, especially of Williamson, and fast start. It's a Monday night. You never know what you're going to get here on a Monday night sometimes.
And our Keys to the Game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Keyhole Pizza bring you our Keys to the Game. We're underway from Varsity. Raiders have the basketball. Like we said, this is kind of an interesting Monday night non-league matchup. Panthers with the steal. Shot goes up and in by Brittany Bruns, and the sophomore will score.
And Bruns there with the steal, and you got to avoid those live ball turnovers if you're the Raiders.
First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Outside jumper is good for three. Celeste Borchers will connect, and the Raiders will go up 3-2.
Celeste is coming a long way with her shot. She had 5 threes 2 weeks ago against Jackson Center.
Bruns gets it back out to Hughes. Goes into the lane. Puts it off the glass, up and in. Lucy Bench wanted to travel. No call. Instead, it's a Parkway 4-3 lead. Borchers back out to Shappy, over to the left side, and Hazel Francis, the freshman, looks inside, goes to the corner, and Borchers back out front to Addison Shappy. Hazel Francis tosses it across the court. Raiders looking at that defense, try to get it inside the Poling, and it's tipped away there by Audrey Nichols.
And Parkway is emphasizing Poling there early on, and they realize, they got to limit her touches. And look how she's doubled here on that inbound play. Just got to knock down open jump shots if you're the Raiders.
Yeah, they pinned her, got her pinned right inside there. Bruns and Nichols defending against her. Ball tipped out of bounds. Varsity will toss it in again. Addison Chappie back over to Celeste Borchers. They'll work the passing game. Out front, Addison Chappie will connect.
Yep. It's all about hitting open shots here tonight, Dave, if you're the Raiders like that with how they're attacking Poling early on.
Couple of threes for the Raiders. Inside the lane goes Hughes. Shot doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Jayla Shappy. Raiders right side. Celeste Borchers to the baseline. There's going to be a foul. It's going to be against number 30, or take that back, number 14, Audrey Nichols. Raiders took the ball to the baseline, inbounding it now. Shappy tosses it back into Poling. She'll pick it up and bring it across the timeline. Francis, nice move on the baseline. Shot doesn't fall. Rebound comes to Bruns. Bruns to the right. Long shot from outside. There it is. Kaboom. Paige Williamson, the senior, hits it.
I don't think there's any other player there except maybe Jordan Scully that could contest her outside shooting ability.
Outside jumper, no good. Battle for the rebound. Poling tried to muscle it in, but she'll draw the foul and go to the line.
She gets her shot off very well, does Paige Williamson, and it's pretty remarkable to watch. And now Ronnie Poling is also, one thing she's doing, Dave, really well this year is getting the free throw line and shooting the free throws very well.
Number 14, Faith York, into the lineup. Sophomore, 5'6" for the Raiders. Second free throw also good. Williamson across the timeline. On her is Francis. They'll go into their offense. Bruns into the lane, puts it off the glass and puts it up and in. Brittany Bruns with the basket. 9-8, Parkway with the lead on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Miller comes up with the loose basketball, tipped basketball, I should say. Into the lane goes Shane Levin. Shot blocked by Poling. York will put it up off the glass, Poling off the glass. Poling crashes for the rebound, but it comes down to Bruns. Racing up court she comes, stops before the arc. Outside is Hughes, she'll take the shot, no good. Rebound Faith York. Outside three, off target, that's Celeste Borchers. Fast pace here in our first quarter of basketball. Bruns. Short jumper, no good. Faith York with a rebound. She'll find Borchers. York goes inside to Poling. Poling made the catch, shot partially blocked, I guess we'll say, by Hughes.
Yeah. Nice job on that double.
Shane Levin on the baseline, gets it back over to Miller, kicks it off the glass, and in.
Nice job, nice fake by Miller of seeing her go by Ronnie Poling and get the bucket.
Off balance shot's gonna fall for Borchers. Foul is gonna go against number 32, Megan Hughes.
One thing, if you're a Russia fan, Celeste has been coming along really well. We talk about how this team's really maturing as the season goes on, which you hope to see with the youthful teams. Celeste Borchers, good in the early part. She's being aggressive, not being shy, taking her shot, and she nods us up here.
Free throw is good. Into the lineup comes Claudia Haney for the Raiders. 6'2" sophomore. Williamson, left side. Shane Levin back over to Williamson. Nice move. Shot doesn't go. A little bit too strong. Rebound comes down to the Raiders.
Yeah, they try to kind of run Williamson off a screen and kind of slip and kind of disguise her right there. And this is a non-conference game, so you don't know how much film you watch, but the Raiders got to watch out for Williamson.
Turnover by Parkway. Let's see if Russia can capitalize. Tie ball game. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go. First National Bank. Michael Bayshore shouting instructions to his team as they try to set it up. Clock at 2:30. Raiders turn it over. Williamson back over to Bruns. Bruns has it. Wants to go inside. Pulls back out. Hughes has it into the lane. Shane Levin fires it over to the right side. Bruns will take the three. Shot no good. Rebound into the standing Ronnie Poling. Shappy. And it's going to be a kick, and the Raiders will inbound the basketball. Colby Smith, number 10, a 5'8" sophomore, into the lineup for Parkway. Minute 59 to go here on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. York on the baseline, goes back out to Haney for the shot, and Claudia Haney knocks it home.
Nice find by Faith York and finds Claudia Haney, who's been playing better as well lately. She was our NK Telco player of the game Saturday.
Haney's jumper puts the Raiders up front by 2. Bruns going to find Shane Levin, but Poling playing some good defense, tips it out of bounds.
It's a little flex screen on the backside, but Poling, just her length, just there, just a good enough presence to tip it out of bounds.
Williamson will inbound it into Hughes. Williamson out front. Here comes Hughes. Inside, what a move, but see what it is. There's going to be a foul in the shot.
Yeah, Hughes, I think, shuffled the feet there, but Parkway catches a break. That's one foul on Ronnie Pulling. You watch that. But you just watch Williamson. She's always ready to catch and shoot, too. You just watch her any play. Hughes was driving there and attacked downhill, but Williamson is always ready to shoot.
Williamson, over 14 points per game. Hughes at the line. Second free throw rolls home. That makes Hughes 22 out of 56 for the season, just about 60% at the line. And we're tied at 13 all. This is shaping up to be a pretty solid basketball game.
Yeah, it is.
These two teams are very well matched. Haney. Going to be a foul inside, and see who they call it on. It's going to go against number 22, Adria Miller.
Say the same thing with Claudia Haney as it did Celeste Borchers. You know, I want to see her more aggressive. She shot that nice jump shot there earlier. You know, and that's a good sight for Russia fans, as Claudia had 8 points Saturday. And really she's gonna fill into a bigger role here, you know, after the impending graduation of Ronnie Poling. So it's good to see her as she's coming along as the season progresses.
Second free throw, it's perfect. And the Raiders go back up by 2 points. Under a minute to go. Paige Williamson brings it up court. Now she moves into the lane. Up against Haney. Shot no good. Faith York's going to grab the rebound. Up court quickly comes York. She's on the right side. They'll get it back over to the left side, and Borchers now into the corner, and Chappie. Back out front it comes to Jayla Chappie. York with it. Wants to move into the lane as they continue the passing offense. Jump shot no good by Addison Chappie, no good, but Haney in the right spot with a rebound puts it up and in. Clock coming down. York with the steal. Clock at 4 seconds. Shot no good. Rebound up and in by Addison Chappie at the buzzer.
That's why you always follow on a fast break layup. A nice job by Addison. Right place, right time.
So we end the first quarter. Raiders on a run. Our score, Russia 19, Parkway 13. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
First quarter, Raiders on a good run to finish out the first 8 minutes. And scored the last, 6 points, take a 19-13 lead in what has been a very evenly played first quarter basketball.
Yeah, very good, and really just a good back and forth battle. And we're going to try to get Williamson for a 3 here.
Shot no good, rebound to Chappie. Jayla gets it up to York. York back over to Borchers. Addison Chappie out front with the basketball. Over to the left side in York. Battle inside, Poling, and that's Colby Smith. Outside 3, shot no good. Great position by Poling, puts it up, it doesn't go. Ball is going to come down to Bruns.
Russia really went in, getting a lot of offensive rebounds, leading the rebound battle 11-5 right now. Russia in that first quarter as well, 5 of 5 from the stripe. And Parkway also 2 of 2. So some good free throws shooting. That was just really good offense, both sides, first quarter. Like you said, Dave, this is shaping up to be a really good game.
Bruns with the basketball, goes into the lane. Back over to Hughes. Shainleben trying to move into the baseline, but one pass too many, and Poling picks it off. Borchers open. It's funny. The crowd wanted her to shoot it.
And it's like I was saying, it's that aggressiveness that she needs to take, but sometimes that's what happens with freshmen.
Instead, Rushi turns it over. Parkway trying to move a little bit closer here as we start our opening or second quarter of basketball.
Williamson was open there. I heard Coach Michael Bayshore say, don't leave her. She shoots 38%. You cannot leave her if you're Rushi. She is deadly from beyond the arc.
Borchers with the basketball. So go into the lane. Over to Shappy. Back out front, York. York, there's a give and go and a little lob pass to Shappy. They're going to call it travel.
Tough break there. I thought she might have got slapped on the arm, but probably the travel happened before as got a flat tire for one of the Parkway players.
6 minutes and 12 seconds to go. Second quarter action on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard. It's 19-13. Rushi with the first half lead. Runs across the timeline. In the middle it goes to Miller. Miller, they want the travel on that side, but they don't get it. Williamson, they get the double dribble instead.
You kind of tell when Parkway wants to run their sets for Williamson. They do a real good job of disguising it. Like I said, they're going to run off a lot of series of ball screens. So Rushi's got to be able to communicate that on the arc and be able to play good defense.
Out front is Haney. Borchers will shoot the three. Shot no good. A rebound comes down to Bruns. Bruns across the timeline. Shoots it up to Shainleben. Off the glass. She'll draw the foul. Bryn Shainleben, averaging 4.1 points per game, will step to the free throw line. 5'7" sophomore.
Takes no dribble there. You don't see that very often. Just gets it and about rolls it and goes, but everyone each their own free throw routine.
Second free throw, no good. Poling with the easy rebound. Francis back into the lineup, into the lane, back over to Borchers. Goes to the right side, Callie Dubois into the lineup for the first time tonight for the Raiders.
Parkway still emphasizing double team for Poling, and she get bailed out there with a foul. But just gotta still be wise if you're Rushi passing that ball around the arc. You can't force it into Poling, even though she's a really good player.
Inbounds pass. Francis. Haney. Back in. Shot no good by Francis. Comes back out to near midcourt. Francis with it. Back over to Dubois. Gets it to Borchers. Coming up on the 5-minute mark there. They get it inside to Poling. He makes it look easy that time.
It's the first bucket of the quarter. It took about 3 minutes after how much, with 32 combined points that first quarter.
Outside is Bruns. Over to Williamson. She'll shoot it. Shot no good. Rebound Haney. Francis.
Parkway's missed their last 5, Dave, in the field.
Not really the best shots either. They're a little bit, the last one there for Williamson, she was really extended. Though her stats say that she can hit that shot when you look at the numbers. What are we talking about, 3-pointers?
Yeah, 38%.
38%.
That's pretty dang good.
Excellent. Shot no good by Francis. She's going to somehow get her own rebound. Muscles it up. And the Rushi roll makes it a 10-point lead.
nice play by Hazel, just being aggressive there for a freshman.
Is that how you shot it, Brandon?
Oh, all the time. Nice play by Hughes there in the lane with her left hand.
Megan Hughes makes it look easy. She bounces back inside the arc. She shoots 42%. Overall, she's a 38% shooter. Inside they go, and Hughes is going to knock it out of bounds, so it'll be Varsity basketball on the inbounds.
You know how the Hughes people at Parkway always play tough, physical. They're always crashing the boards. You can tell their dad's a basketball coach. They just do every dirty little, deed that needs to be done on the basketball court. They're fun to watch.
Out front is Borchers. Francis. Shappy over to the right. They'll go around to the backside. Poling trying to post up against Smith. She's hollering out front, but they cannot quite get the basketball to her. Quite a battle going on down low.
Right, if you're the Raiders, keep working the ball. Yeah, that's all you need to do. You got an 8-point lead. Keep working the ball.
Haney tries to go inside, but that's a travel. And the defense that time wins the battle.
And if Claudia can develop kind of that 18-footer there, you can step in and she can hit that shot. Again, it's just developing that confidence for these youth at the varsity level, getting their first year experience being an underclassman.
Williamson gets it over to Smith. Pulled up on her dribble just a little bit too soon. Smith unable to handle it. Here come the Raiders. Shappy. Back over to Borchers. Right side is Haney. Haney looks inside at Poling. Back out front, Borchers. Into the lane, Francis. Haney in the right wing. Raiders. Hazel Francis with it. Now back out front. Haney. Borchers going to go inside. Shot no good, and Hughes with a rebound. Those are shots, Brandon, that next year are going to be made right there.
Yeah, and it's the maturing of this Raiders team. It's the maturing right now, and you see it in spots. It's better than it was night one when we saw them against Sydney, but it's slowly getting there.
Got a timeout on the floor. Full timeout brought to you by Precision Strip. Our score, Rushi 23, Parkway 15. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports. After the timeout, Rushi on defense. They've got an 8-point lead as Parkway with the basketball. We were at 13-13, and Rushi finished strong in the first quarter to take a 19-13 first quarter lead. Then we went scoreless here in the second quarter. Both teams have, and now it's a 23-15 lead for the Raiders. Parkway's only scored 2 points so far here in this quarter, a testament to the Raider defense.
I tell you what, Coach Bayshore out the timeout said, watch a double screen for Williamson, and he was right. And they called out the exact play they'd run out of timeout.
Williamson with the long three, misses. Jayla Shappy should bring it out front. Haney. On the right side there is Francis. As Shappy gets it to Francis. Haney comes out to the top. She'll roll to the left as the ball tipped across the timeline, picked up by Shappy.
Shappy's open in the corner. Raiders got to kick it to her.
There it is for the three. Just off the iron. Basketball goes to Parkway. Definitely could see that she had the shot. That's Addison Shappy. York will come in. Poling will get a breather with 1:15 to go here in our first half of play. The game suddenly is moving along very quickly.
Yeah, like I said, offensive explosion first score. Now we kind of slowed to a crawl in the scoring column.
Hughes. Miller dumps it off to Smith. It's going to be a travel.
See, now Poling coming back in. She gets her brief rest. Coach Bayshore sensing an opportunity, if I can get an easy bucket, because your defense shifts when Poling's on the floor. You don't have to worry as much or pack the paint as they usually do here. And you're going to see a little zone here, 1-3-1 trap here, right here by Parkway. Hughes out top.
Haney with the basketball. They try and double team her. It gets it back out to Francis. Francis looks left, goes right. Now it goes all the way over to Faith York. York trying to get it over to Shapley, but it's a turnover. Here comes the lead pass. Williamson back over to Shane Levin. Smith, turnaround jumper blocked partially by Poling. 25 seconds to go here in the first half.
We're going to stay in that zone, try to get more pressure.
Wide open is Poling, and she'll hit the bucket. Timeout by Russia. We'll keep it right here. Remind you that tonight's game brought to you by Carriage Works, Chiltech LLC, Cy Schwiederman Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment Corporation, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio all bring you tonight's game. And if you're interested in replays, NK Telco Cable or the NKT.TV app, channel 156, January the 25th at 7:30, and on channel 3 or 503 on February the 17th at 8 p.m. and February 19th at 6 p.m. Parkway will inbound it. Russia takes the timeout. Hughes will inbound it. Clock counting down, as you can see on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Williamson, jump shot no good. Ball goes to Shane Levin. Clock counting down. Hughes at the buzzer. Megan Hughes, a 5'10 freshman, connects, and our halftime score. We go to the locker room. Raiders with the lead. Russia 25, Parkway 17. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Russia enjoying an 8-point lead at 25-17. Raiders doing battle with Parkway here tonight. We're moving on to the second half. Let's take a look at our halftime statistics brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems.
Thanks, Dave. First taking a look for the Panthers. They're 7 of 19 from the field. They're 2 of 8 from beyond the arc. They hit their first 2 threes, and after that, missed all 6 after that. 8 boards, 6 turnovers, 2 of 4 from the line. Russia, on the other hand, is 9 of 23 from the field, 1 of 6 from beyond the arc. They have 18 rebounds, 7 turnovers and then 5 of 5 from the stripe here tonight.
And our halftime numbers brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. You know, it's kind of funny when you look back on those keys to the game. One of the things that Parkway wanted to do was to limit the touches in the post to pulling, which is, I would think that's a very solid key, but the fact that the Raiders have had a little bit of balance,
yeah, they
haven't had to go all the time inside to pulling. And by that, they've got a nice little balanced scoring here as you take a look at the individual scoring, and that kind of takes the pressure off of having to go inside.
Yeah, because you get 5 from Addison Shappy, 4 from Claudia Haney, and 3 from Celeste Borges, 2 from Hazel Francis. So you're getting that balance there for Coach Bayshore, which is desperately needed.
Hazel Francis with the basketball. Back out front. It goes to Shappy. Inside Borchers, Shappy into the lane, and Francis working hard for that good shot. And they were very patient in the first half, Rushi, that is.
And they're also doubling, pulling on the inside, so it makes moving the ball around the arc a little easier because you're not having as much pressure.
Borcher's shot goes off the backboard as she hits the floor. Now Parkway really needs a score here. Start this second half. Bruns. Going to be a foul on Jayla Shappy. They'll toss it into Bruns.
Here comes Williamson right in the corner. Nope.
Bruns with the basketball. They already have spent more than a minute of this third quarter. Williamson trying to get it over to number 22, Adria Miller, a 5'7" junior. It goes out of bounds, and Parkway hampered with a turnover. Francis runs the cut down low as Addison Shappy works with it out front. Francis now with the basketball, gets it back out to Shappy. Borchers to Shappy. Raiders, as we have indicated, they're being patient. Back over to Francis, into the lane. So Parkway wants to cut off. Outside 3 by Addison Shappy is off of the Raiders.
And it's not a bad look, just not falling right now for Rushi. They're 1 of 7 from beyond the arc. They hit those open jump shots early, but both teams have kind of struggled here offensively to find their footing ever since the beginning of the second quarter.
Nichols back over to Miller. Miller gets it to Williamson. Williamson into the lane. Miller thought about it. She put it on the floor. Back out to Williamson. Williamson, 15-footer is good. Paige Williamson, 5'7" senior, connects.
And that's what you do when the 3 ball isn't really working. You take that 15-footer, or take that probably 12-footer, and get yourself a little bit of confidence offensively.
Out front is Francis. Addison Shappy brings it back out. Francis into the lane. Nice move, puts it up. I'll tell you, Hazel Francis has got the touch tonight.
She does, and it's like I said, she's always been really good. I mean, she started varsity the first game of freshman year, which is never easy. She's never been afraid of the moment, even at her smaller size for a guard. As a freshman, she always is very aggressive at attacking the basket.
Completes the 3-point play, and the Raiders' lead is now 9 points. She's had a couple of drives like that where both shots have fallen. And big points in this game here tonight as we come up on the 5-minute mark. Miller, short jumper, no good. A rebound, Poling all alone with the board. Here comes Addison Shappy. Jayla Shappy over to the left side. It's going to come into Borchers, who gets it to Shappy. Now over to Francis. Borchers. Addison Chappie with the basketball out front. Jayla Chappie, Addison Chappie, back to Borchers. Shot no good by Francis. Then Shainleben will be in a moment as Miller is fouled. Addison Chappie with the foul.
Credit Williamson for pushing the break. They're getting up to Shainleben there and trying to push the tempo and get a foul there.
Bryn Shainleben will come back in. Free throw around and out. Haney with a rebound. Borchers. Bowling wants the ball, puts it up and in, but it's going to be a foul before. That'll go against Audrey Nichols.
And if you're a Raiders fan, you're hoping that foul wouldn't get called because she had good positioning down there and would have probably scored.
Inbounds pass right in front of the hoop. Haney comes up with it under the basket, so doesn't get a good shot. Hughes will come up with it. Here comes Bruns working with York. Bruns, Shainleben, there's a reach by York, and to get called for that one.
Calling it a little more tightly. The score officials have done a nice job for the most part tonight. They are getting a little more tight this second half.
Inbounds pass taken away by Francis. 9-point Russia lead. York runs on her. Haney, they're looking for Poling. Might have forced it that time as number 14 Audrey Nichols knocks it into the front row of the student section.
She has very strong hands, so sometimes they can get away with that, with how strong she is trying to thread that needle, but obviously always not there.
Francis out front. Ball pops loose. Bruns grabs it. Francis chasing her down. Misses the bunny, and the rebound comes down to York. Haney takes it into the lane. Francis, no good. Poling rebound. Shot doesn't go. And got a foul on the rebound as number 14 Audrey Nichols had the rebound.
Boy, and tough break for the Raiders. They had 2 chances. They could have pushed this lead out to about a dozen or so and missed a couple golden opportunities these past few possessions. The offense has really stalled ever since the hot start we got in the first quarter.
Of course, Bruns missed the layup, too, for Parkway.
Yeah, that too.
So pass goes down low. Hughes turnaround jumper, no good, and Poling rebounds it.
Good design by Parkway. Just couldn't get it to convert.
Low scoring third quarter play. Haney back out to York. Francis Poling out front. All sorts of congestion, and that's going to create the turnover. Parkway really packing it inside the paint like they said they would in their keys to the game.
And if you're Russia, the way you defeat that is just to hit a couple of those 3-point shots, but they're only 1 of 7. They hit their first 3 of the game, and then after that they've been lifeless from beyond the 3-point line.
York, ball to Poling. Bonnie Poling with the easy bucket. And it's 30-19, 11-point Russia lead.
Credit from Faith York on that steal. Nice play from her. She's playing very well tonight.
Inside the lane goes Hughes. Ball is loose. Parkway bothered by turnovers. Here comes Francis. Puts it off the glass. No good, but guess who gets the rebound? Poling puts it up, but it pops out. Bruns has it now. Clock coming up on 1:35. First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Paige Williamson connects.
She's got all 4 Parkway points this quarter. But credit Faith York, she's made 2 plays for 2 steals this past 2 possessions.
Poland gets all tangled up. Parkway coach Dan Williamson.
Coach Williamson getting a warning there from the official. I don't know if I agree with that warning from the official or not.
That's a little light.
It's very light.
He just told his team he played good defense. Free throw is no good. Couple of subs. Both teams subbing out.
I haven't heard Coach Williamson.
Officials watching him.
Yeah, I haven't heard Coach Williamson say much until that point. He has a valid argument for that warning. He has not said much tonight. But an empty trip for Poland.
Really? Doesn't happen too often. So ball goes Parkway's way. And Parkway will have the basketball.
Yeah, it's
just a normal Monday night at the ballpark.
Exactly. It's like I said, it's
Where did
Monday.
that one come from?
It's a Monday. Monday varsity games are weird.
On the baseline. Back over to Brunge, cut off there. Shane Lebin. Loretta Miller tries to dump it off. Trying to get it to Smith. And it's going to be a kick, so inbounding it will be Paige Williamson. Shane Lebin will bring the basketball down. Miller has it. Trying to go inside on Poling, but she'll wisely pull it out. Sends it back out to Shane Lebin. Miller will have it. Puts it on the floor. In trouble. It's going to be a jump ball. Rolling, playing some very good defense.
We got 5 turnovers this quarter on Parkway after they went 6 the whole first half. David Rushidia. I mean, I think you're gonna see this zone here now with the way Parkway's set up. You might see some late pressure here. You possibly could see, no, maybe not.
Staying with the man-to-man. It's kind of a zone. It's kind of hard to really tell. It looks more like
a matchup.
A matchup zone, perhaps, would be a better way to describe it. Inside, Francis back out front. 5 seconds.
Legal, yep. Lucy tried to run. They run that flare screen a lot. Coach Bayshore called that set a little late, that they were a little disorganized anyway, and you're trying to set up that flare screen. They were so rushed on that possession that it caused really a chaos there of a possession from Rushi.
0.5 seconds. They'll just inbound it. That ends our third quarter. Our score: Rushi Raiders 30, Parkway Panthers 21. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
8 minutes remain here as we're about to start our fourth quarter. Parkway will have the basketball. They trail by 9 at 30-21.
Really all it's going to take from one team is just to get on a roll at this point. We've had low-scoring quarters in the second, third. All it's going to take is one team to go on a little 6-8-0 run here. It's easier said than done with how the scoring's been, but it's all it's going to take.
Inside shot no good by Shane Lebin. Yeah, the last quarter, 5-4. Russia outscored Parkway. Low-scoring quarter, especially when we started 19-13 in the first quarter.
We had more scoring in the first quarter than we had the second and third.
Williamson's shot pops in and out. She had a pretty good look at that one. Addison Chappie out front. Here comes Francis. Jayla Chappie back over to Borchers. All sorts of attention by Poling inside. Francis goes in, gets it back out to Chappie. Francis with it again. Chappie in the top of the key. Francis. Borchers trying to solve that Parkway defense. See why we suddenly got into a low-scoring affair here.
And Russia being patient. This is a fine possession if you're Russia. You try to get it to Poling when you can. Let her do her work on the block. Be patient on the perimeter. This is a good possession.
Lead, too. They come up, they double team. Bruns tries to get the steal. Go back over to the right side. Out front now to Francis. In the corner. Out front. Francis tries to go inside. They cut that off. Poling battling hard inside. Smith banging on her. Here comes the shot inside. No good by Chappie. Tip back in by Francis.
Ooh, tough foul there. I don't know if Shamelabin made any contact there. That's a tough call for Parkway. She just, like you said, been very light on the perimeter. If you hit your outside shots, it makes it easier to get to Poling. But Rushia's struggling from the outside, hitting shots here right now, but can afford to be patient, being up 9 with 6 minutes to go.
And we're going to settle in from this one. There's a reach. That'll go against Adria Miller, 5'7" junior. Addison Chappie with the basketball. Paige Williamson on her. Clock coming down at 5 minutes and 38 seconds. We got a timeout on the floor. A break in the action. All timeouts this season brought to you by Precision Strip. 30-second timeout taken by the Raiders. I'd like to remind you tonight's game brought to you by CarriageWorks, Chiltech LLC, Cy Schwederman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Kobe Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio. And replays of tonight's game, NK Telco Cable or the NKT.TV app, Channel 156, January 25th at 7:30. Replays on Channel 3 and 503, February the 17th at 8 p.m. and February 19th at 6 p.m. Raiders with the basketball.
It's 3 fouls now on Parkway as a team, but good design by Coach Williamson out the timeout. Rush has burned a minute and a half on this possession. You're down 9. Offense for both teams is lifeless right now. You need to get the ball, get something in transition, something easy, and trying to force turnovers and force the issue is the way you're going to have to do it.
Bring it out, Williamson on Chappie. Chappie gets it back over to the right side, and Borchers tries to go to the baseline. Cut off there by Hughes. Out front it comes. Francis, we go under 5 minutes to play in this one. Chappie with the basketball. Runs, go to the floor.
Travel.
Travel. after she rolled on the player.
Yep, and she did turn over on her backside, so it's a turnover on the possession, but hey, if you're Rushi, you burn 2 minutes of clock. So, at this point, hey, you shrug your shoulders.
Faith York's going to come into the game here shortly for the Raiders. Shane Levin working on Poling. Poling has that for lunch.
That's a good way to put it.
Hey, she had that one easy. Borchers back up to Francis. There's the cut by Shappy. Back out to Jayla Shappy. Should try and go into the lane. I think they've kind of gone away from that. There might be some opportunities in the lane.
Yeah. She's going to get her one-on-one opportunity. She's battling down there.
There's the double team. And Shane Levin's got a 32. Excuse me, Megan Hughes.
It's 4 fouls now on Parkway as a team. So Rushi got a shot here. You're 5 of 7 from the line as a team. That's going to be a huge benefit for you going down the stretch.
Ball goes to York in the corner. Here comes Francis. Francis puts a shot up over Hughes. It's going to be a jump ball, I do believe. Shane Levin and Francis. Inbounds will stay Raider basketball. Into Shappy. Francis. Poling wants the ball. They'll call that foul on Poling on a push.
I'll be Poling's third, so something to monitor if you're Rushi down the stretch as well. So 12 turnover of the game on the Raiders. Each team with 12 for Rushi, 11 turnovers for Parkway.
3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this one. Parkway's got to find some offense here. Shane Levin, 10-footer. Left-handed shot will fall. Coach Dan Williamson will take the 30-second timeout. 7-point difference in this. Timeout's brought to you by Precision Strip. And Parkway going to switch some defenses here on the inbounds, perhaps?
I would say they continue to push the issue here. It's 3:19 to go. It's since halftime, Dave. Scoring is 6-5.
Kind of come to a crawl here.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it was 19-13 after one. So I mean, your scoring since the end of the first quarter has gone from 11 to 10. So I mean, just more offense in the first quarter than we've seen the rest of the game. And, you're definitely going to see more pressure here. Let's see if they pick it up full court. I'm going to assume probably the half court, and that's what it's probably going to look like here. Maybe three-quarter court right before they get to half court. You're going to see them get pretty aggressive here, which is the right move by Coach Williamson. And here it comes.
And with Parkway, you've got Paige Williamson, outstanding three-point shooter, so you can climb back into this one in a hurry. And Raiders will throw it away, and that was pretty much a set play to get it into Poling, and pass just a little bit too tall for Poling. And now the Panthers come right back. Williamson with the basketball. She'll shoot the three. In, out, rebound, Poling. Foul will be on Hughes.
Hughes that'll be her fourth. And you got 3 also on Andre Nichols. So Rushi's got to convert from the free throw line because they have not had any looks at all at the basket in this fourth quarter. Anything clean, anything good.
Free throw rolls home for Francis. Jayla Shappy back into the lineup. Comes in for Addison Shappy. Second free throw a little bit strong. Rebound to come off to Williamson. Here come the Panthers. Bruns with the basketball. Hughes will go over to the right. She'll get the pass. Shane Levin. trying to go into the lane. Back over to Paige Williamson. Short jumper blocked by Poling. Williamson did not see that block coming. York in trouble. Williamson on her, and Rushi will take the timeout. Full timeout by the Raiders. Timeouts brought to you by Precision Strip. Our score, Rushi 31, Parkway 23. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
Rushi will have the basketball. They'll inbound it. They've got an 8-point lead at 31-23, and as we noted, the offense has just come to a standstill.
Yeah, basically. Bad idea by Borchers to pick that up. You got to get it across if you're Rushi.
There's the turnover. Shane Levin will pick it up. Williamson back out front. Bruns over to Hughes. I think we keep an eye on Williamson.
I agree. Shooters shoot, and even though she's not shot great from the field tonight, you need something if you're Parkway.
Outside, Shane Levin, shot no good. Hughes gets the rebound for Parkway. Tipped out of bounds there by number 21, Addison Shappy, I do believe.
Watch Williamson as the inbounder. Watch her go to the corner or something like that. Watch a little delayed action. But a nice offensive rebound by Hughes is what Hughes do best, is crash the boards.
Inbounds pass to Bruns. Bruns out front. Shane Levin in one corner. Williamson over to the left side. Goes over to Hughes. Inside. Nichols. Nichols in trouble. Got a foul on Poling, right?
Yep, that's her 4. So if you're Rushi, the kind of, not necessarily, I want to say not anxious, but like definitely the need to finish this game within 88 seconds happens now with Poling getting 4 fouls.
I'm going to imagine they'll Poling doing a little team captaining there. Inbounds it to Bruns. And sorting through it there and getting everybody in the right spot. Parkway with the basketball now. Almost taken away there by Borchers. They'll go back out front to Bruns. Bruns wants to go into the lane. Williamson wants to shoot it, but there you go. Pass Poling, but the shot's no good. Ball is loose. Tossed in. Nice hustle play by Borchers. Francis has it. She's double teamed. And we've got a foul.
I think Borchers got away with stepping on the baseline there. And the Raiders get bailed out there with a foul. You still own 2 timeouts if you're Rushi as well, but nice job pulling. 4 fouls. Williamson sees her going through the lane, and Williamson's like, oh, crap, I got to alter my shot. And a nice job by the Raiders there, a defensive stand.
Francis does not connect on the free throw. York and Jayla Shappy come back in the lineup. A little bit of a rotation system here in the last few minutes for the Raiders with that combination. Second free throw no good. Rebound comes down to Williamson. Clock at 55. 8-point difference. Williamson. Good defense by the Raiders. It's hard for Parkway to get a good shot. That's the shot, but it wasn't all that good. There's a jump ball on the rebound.
Right call there, too, by the official. Was a jump ball, but a good crash by Megan Hughes again on the offensive boards for Parkway.
And bounce pass to Bruns. Clock at 40. There's the play to Williamson. Shot no good. Rebound York. Borchers fouled in the backcourt. Celeste Borchers will go to the free throw line.
Well, Dave, I'm going to tell you this. Parkway, first 2 threes made. After that,
that was way back there early on.
They missed 3, 6, 10, their last 11 consecutive threes. Rushi's got to connect from the free throw line here. They've struggled from there this second half.
Borchers pops in and out.
And Rushi this half shooting from the foul line is 1 of 7. After the first half, they were 5 of 5. So, yeah, we've definitely halted to a crawl here.
We're looking at a 2-point scoring outburst by Parkway in this quarter.
And Rushi's both their points have come off of free throws.
Williamson off the glass. Timeout Parkway. He'll take the 30-second conversation. 30-second conversation about the timeouts.
Hey, you're buying your team time right now. You're buying them, trying to get them a little breath. You know, you got to pressure right away. You can't. It's a 7-point game, so you know you really can't force a turnover. Rushi, you just got to get it in clean. Who do you trust? Who do you get it to? Like I said, they're 2 of 8 from the free throw line this second half after being 5 of 5 the first half. So just get it in. Need to just try to can hopefully 2 of them if you're Rushi, and that offsets the Williamson bucket and makes it even harder for them to come back.
Yeah, 22.5 seconds, 7-point difference. So Parkway's situation, it's almost need 3 possessions with at least a 3 in there to even have, well, to tie it up.
I would try to get it in to Addison Shappy if I was the Raiders. Probably your best bet here.
Comes the inbounds. Haney fires it in. That's number 5. Callie Gubeau into the lineup.
A little bit tip or a foul. So Hughes has 4 fouls, along with Nichols.
Inbounded to Poling. She's fouled by by number 14, Audrey Nichols.
5 fouls for her.
So Nichols will foul out with 19.7 seconds left. Ronnie Poling at the free throw line. Nothing but net. Got 9 points. Going for double digits with a made free throw here. And the senior connects on both of them, and it's a 9-point Rushi lead. Bruns back over to Shane Levin.
Long possession. They're not going to get anything off.
Left-handed shot, no good. And out of bounds it goes. And frustrating offensive night, second half especially, for the Parkway Panthers. But a nice win for the Rushi Raiders. They'll even their record at 8-8 on the season as they take a 34-25 victory over the Parkway Panthers. You take a look at that scoring for the Panthers. They put 13 on the board in the first quarter, but then in each quarter following, only 4 points. Raiders, on the other hand, had a big 19-point first quarter, and then 6 points in the second quarter, 5 in the third quarter, and 4 here in the fourth quarter to finish with their 34 points. These two teams, the Raiders even their record at 8-8. They'll play at Versailles on Saturday, while Parkway will play a home game, an important league game, as everybody in the MAC, I think 6 teams are tied for first place. They'll play at home against Coldwater in a critical MAC basketball game. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game. First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health System, Superior Aluminum, and NK Telco. Additional sponsors: Carriage Works, Chiltech, LLC, Cy Schwiedemann, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio. And now our post-game stats, all brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. Tell us what the numbers are, other than the fact that we slowed down after that first quarter.
Yeah, Parkway 11-35 shooting, 2 of 13 from beyond the arc, 19 boards, 11 turnovers, and there were 2 of 6 from the charity stripe. Russia also 11 of 35. They were 1 of 7 from beyond the arc, and they had 30 rebounds, 15 turnovers, and they were 9 of 15 from the free throw line. Individual scoring for Parkway, they were led by Paige Williamson with 9. They got 6 from Megan Hughes, 4 from Britton Bruns, and 2 each from Bryn Schoenblin, and 2 from Adria Miller as well. For Russia, they were led with Ronnie Poling with 10 points, Addison Shappy and Hazel Francis with 5. They got 4 from Claudia Haney and Celeste Borchers. After one quarter, it was Russia 19-13 at half. The Raiders led 25-17. Raiders led 30-21 at the end of 3, and they won 34-25 here tonight. Big win, and now they face Versailles here Saturday. That's a game I was saying they're going to have all day here, so if they're going to have games here all day. Start at 1 o'clock with the freshmen, 2:30 JV girls, 4 o'clock JV boys, 5:30 varsity girls, and 7 o'clock varsity boys, and you can catch that all here on NK Telco.
Lots of basketball coming up here at Russia on Saturday with the games against Versailles. And now the toughest decision you're going to make tonight. Well, maybe it's not too tough. Our player of the game, brought to you by NK Telco.
I think we're going to go with Ronnie Poling because even with her 10 points, and I don't think she's maybe won it once, but her impact of how Parkway packed it in the paint. Russia was able to burn, I think, a minute and a half on that one possession, even though they got called for a travel. They were able to burn clock because of her presence, and she made a few nice plays. You saw Williamson, who could have made a big layup late to kind of inch closer. Poling kind of just altered her presence. Didn't make Williamson, who was a Player of the Year candidate in the MAC, go up strong. So her presence really in what was a lifeless offensive game after the first quarter, will present her the NK Telco Player of the Game.
I think that's a great choice. You look at the points, there was 10. But you look at the block shots.
Yeah.
In addition to the one you mentioned about Paige Williamson at a key time. She had a couple of others. And then we're still hanging around at the end. And Ronnie Poling hit those 2 free throws to put this game to bed for the Raiders.
Yeah.
All key points for Ronnie Poling, and she's our player of the game here on NK Telco. Our live view sponsor tonight is Superior Aluminum. Don't want to forget the folks at Superior Aluminum for bringing you basketball here from Russia. I'd like to remind you that tonight's game will be replayed on NK Telco Cable or the NKT.TV app on Channel 156, January 25th at 7:30, and on Channels 3 and 503 on February the 17th at 8 p.m., February the 19th at 6 p.m., and you can also watch games live via pay-per-view through nktelco.com/sports, and more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. That's going to do it for us from Russia. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me tonight, Brandon Coleman. Raiders with the big win, even their record at 500, and Versailles on Saturday. Thanks for watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.